Good sirs and madams in YouTube land. Welcome back. Slow and steady today. Nice and easy. Embody this philosophy of the great man and women that have come before us, particularly Alan Smoke. His great wisdom, right? But first, we're going to start off by getting the survey roll, getting a cup of coffee going, and reflecting on that advice. Hopefully, getting some for turtle herd, our fellow turtle herd. Did you get our fellow turtle herd members in here to help with the conversation? Jesse, it's good to see you this morning, Jesse. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling okay. I'm working on it. Slow and steady today, Jesse. Merry Easter from Jessica. I think we're a couple months early for that there, Jesse. But welcome. Yeah. Welcome, man. How you feeling today? You doing all right? How's the holiday season treating you? A lot of snow over there and your way. There's a bit here. Heating up a cup of coffee. Get together. And yeah. How you doing this morning? Actual light in here, a lot to do today, but I'm not going to let it overwhelm me today. Today, I'm going to take it slow and steady. It's the first thought that popped in my head. Almost hear Hawanase's words. Scotty, slow down. Stop taking it all on at once. Stop worrying about this, that, and the other thing, right? Start simple. And today I actually started very simple. And I got the right amount of sleep, I think, for the first time in some time. Through this depressive state that I've been, as much as humanly possible, with this weird, overwhelmingly urge of wanting to get up. And then the last few days, I've been barely sleeping at all. Rushing to push through and break the mold that I've been stuck in, which isn't healthy either, because you can only push so hard for so long. But last night, went to bed early. I was up, but then got back to sleep and get this phone set up to enjoy my coffee. And yeah, I feel like I got the right amount of sleep for a while. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, enjoy the conversation. This has got to go somewhere else, or I gotta whatever. That's fine. Hi, Merry Christmas, Jessica. Thank you, Jessica, bro. 962. It's good seeing you in again. Where have you been? Lost in translation there, 962. Let me go grab my glasses, brother. It's good to see you. It's good to be back. Just reflecting on taking it easy, taking it slow. Yeah, the theme of the day, slow and steady. Nice and easy. Nobody moves. Nobody gets hurt. And reflecting on the blessings of the day, which is being here with you in this conversation. I've been wondering where you've been. Well, I appreciate you, Len. I've been wondering where I've been too. Double tap that screen, ladies and gentlemen. Help me find some motivation. God, I'm out of creamer. It's going to be a black coffee kind of morning. Yeah, that goldfish memory. I don't think that's going to do much. A little drizzle. Oh, it's shake it out. Anyway. Linzo. Yes, that's what it is. That's where we are. Thank you, Linzo. It's good to see you, Linzo. It's good to hear from you. I know it's been a while. Like I said, I've been, I'll have to be open and honest. I've been struggling. I've been dealing with this seasonal whatever BS, depression, anxiety, and grief. It's put me into quite a spot lately, and I've lost track of taking my medicine. But we're going to start taking our medicine together here, starting with open, honest communication, starting with this cup of coffee, starting with taking it easy on myself. Real simple, like getting the right amount of sleep, not too much, not too little. 22. How's it going, 22? Tell us how you been. How you doing? Where you going? Where you headed? You having a cup of coffee this morning? You taking it easy on yourself? Take medicine. When I say medicine, I don't necessarily mean a pill. I mean spiritual and emotional medicine. We all need to acknowledge the things that help us heal and grow. My definition of medicine may be a little bit different because of my father figure and his idea of medicine. The natives, Onondaga natives at least, or at least Alan Smoke at the very least, his understanding of what medicine was is a little bit different than just a pill. Medicine is something that heals you and helps you grow. It's something that settles you on the inside and helps you become something more, right? Good conversation is good medicine. Not that I need good music can be good medicine. Yeah. Anything particular there, 22, that's good medicine for you that we might be able to incorporate into our day? What are you doing for Christmas? I don't really celebrate Christmas. It's kind of a rough topic for me. That's part of probably the struggle. Jesse, I appreciate. I don't know, probably not much. To be honest with you, it's been a weird couple days. Like I said, I was in this dark place for some time. Spent a couple days really pushing DoorDash and 13 hours a day to break the mold of sleeping all day and doom scrolling. And the idea was to leave yesterday or today. Is what the idea was for a couple days, right? To start this great adventure, to go to Florida and swim with the manatees because it's the time of year that they come in from the hot springs. And I've been saying for years that I was going to go do this, and it's this thing that gave me this energy to push forward and to spend those couple days really pushing hard to make, not even to make money, but to break the mold of this stagnant place that I was in. And then after the live yesterday, I had this little heater unit in the house and it decided to stop working. I had to reset it. And then that sent me into a spiral, but I'm thankful for it at this moment, right? Because it was a reminder that I had a lot to do right here first before I go swim with the manatees in Florida. That's or whatever I end up doing. What do you need to take medicine? 22. I'm going to catch back up with these things here. 67. Smithers. Well, thank you for the 6-7. We're all about the nonsensical shenanigans here, so I will embrace the 67. 22. Okay, I have a bad week. I found out my guy is a stuff person passed away last Monday. I'm sorry to hear that, Jessica. What's up, 67, King 67? Yep. Baby boy, it's good to see ya. EP. Bro, right back at you, bro. Do you like music? I love music. Musical medicine. It's part of what I have to incorporate back into my life to find a sense of center, right? Misled Utopia. If you check out the channel, there's a bunch of Misled Utopia on there. My favorite band, and one of my favorite musical medicines is Misled Utopia, Naco Bear, or Sublime. If you guys got any musical medicine you'd like to recommend, I'd appreciate that, because after I get off this, I'll be listening to some tunes, and the first step of the slow and steady adventure of getting my head out of my ass and moving forward is going to be cleaning up this house. That's what I'm going to focus on today. I'm going to get my house organized, so no matter what happens next or when I head out or what I end up doing, this has gotten ridiculous. And I'm not going to beat myself up about yesterday and all the days I've just sat here and doom scrolled and felt like shit. I'm just going to take it slow and enjoy this cup of coffee, and then maybe get at it later on here in a little bit. Come on, do the thing. 600, Danny 600. Do the thing. Damn straight, Danny. Stick figure. Do the thing. It's funny that you say that this morning. I just had a buddy thank me this morning for helping him understand the value of doing the thing, It's weird because I don't see the value in anything I bring to the times, and I needed to hear that this morning, because doing the thing is very important. And that's what I'm doing. The thing here with you guys, saying the thing, working on getting this this community of open, honest communication back together, right? The turtle herd, slow and steady, we weather the burden together. And that's some medicine that I've lost track of. This community is good medicine for me, and I'm going to start utilizing that medicine without expectation on myself, without resentment or, whatever. Danny, stick figure. Danny, do me a favor, comment on one of my shorts. To remind me, because I have a memory span of a goldfish. I would love to check out Stick Figure if they're on YouTube, especially, or let me know where I can find them if they're not on YouTube. Listen to Grooveyard Wrestling by Morgan Wallen. Sounds good. 22. And again, please, if you guys really want me to check this stuff out, I will. I'm gonna be listening to some tunes here. Like I said, my house is absolutely trash, and there'll be some cleaning going on. I'll be listening to some music for sure, and I will definitely check out your recommended music. Maybe we could chat about it next time. But yeah, back to the concept of medicine. What is medicine, right? It's not this pill. It's musical medicine is medicine, right? Something that gets us up and gets us moving. It's something that helps us change that mentality and drop that heavy weight of anguish and pain that holds us down. But 22, please comment on something so that I remember to check that out, and we'll chat about those songs, that band next time. I just heard of a band called Meow through Misled Utopia that is going to be playing at their festival in Miram, Indiana. Rock the Bluff here in about 6 months. We'll be chatting a little bit more about that as it comes forward. That's something that I think too, it being solidified and thinking about it kind of helps me to have something to shoot for, because I'll be involved with that. I was thinking, I'm not sure to what extent I was offered to do whatever I would like to do. I was thinking food, that might be too much, because I was thinking about taking on like a maitre d' kind of position there, introducing bands, talking about sponsors, being a stage guy and kind of an all-around helper. So maybe we'll do that here in some months. I have 2 cats. They keep me company. I have a boy cat and a girl cat. My boy cat is Ravioli, and my girl cat is Sparkles. Aw, that's cute, Jessica. Ravioli and Sparkles. I got Bun Bun. Another little is a blessing, right? And a hindrance. That's been part of the struggle of what do I do with Bun Bun? This responsibility that I've taken on. If I'm gonna jump off on this next adventure, it's not as clear this time around as it has been in the past, but again, I got to stop allowing these small little things to become mountains and feel so astronomically overwhelming that I freeze up and do nothing. I don't have to worry about what I'm doing Bun Bun right now. There's options. I need to worry about the simple things. I'm not going to leave my house like this, right? And then the fact that we've got a new car, Jessica, I got a new car, that Kia. I purchased that Kia off my buddies, Chris and Laura. Really good deal. They're personally financing it to me. So we got a nice car that'll make it to wherever we decide to go. Yes, we're going to rip out the back seats, put a foam mattress into the trunk. I'll probably leave the passenger seat, maybe rig up some kind of shelving to sit on the seat that goes onto the floor that makes a flat surface so we can make coffee and cook. But slow and steady, right? Slow and steady. You love them. It's reggae. Yes, Danny 600. Well, make sure that I do. I love reggae. I love me some reggae. Sublime is one of my personal favorites. There's a little bit of a reggae feel to Misled Utopia in certain songs. Yes, Terry, it's good to see you. I'm better every day. Better every day, Mr. B. Damn straight, Mrs. B. Miss B. One step at a time. Again, another great philosophy that the big dog would say. Not just slow and steady, nice and easy. It's progress over perfection. It's one day at a time, making small strides towards something better. And I feel like I'm breaking some molds. I'm gonna give myself the credit. Yesterday was weird and awkward and started off kind of rough for me, but and then turned into even more panic and anxiety after. But I kept doing the next right thing. I went and had a meal with some good friends. I talked about some stuff that's been bothering me, no matter how hard it was. I openly admitted that part of my problem is this season, and comparing what was to what is and what I expect it should be, and allowing yesterday to diminish today because of how bright yesterday seemed. In particular Christmas. It's hard because I think about the best Christmas I ever had with my brother and my nieces and nephews and my sister, and in this little house we had with my townhouse and my grams, and it was just piles of toys and big Christmas tree and laughs and eggnogs and cooking dinner all day, and it was just this most amazing day. And all that is gone, and I get overwhelmed with it never being that again, and spending the last few years alone, and the many years before that kind of alone. It's hard not to compare or wish that it could be so bad and so deeply that it causes depression. But it's going to be okay because I've got something this year that I haven't had. I had it last year and I didn't indulge in it, and that's we didn't speak over the holidays because I was so broken in my depression and bullshit that I allowed it to consume me. And but it's progress over perfection, right? This year, I don't have to wait until I don't have to hide away from it and whatever, get over it a little bit earlier, acknowledge it and start taking my medicine sooner, and and lean into the turtle herd here. I'll be checking on the comments here soon, guys. I don't want to get too far behind, but Edge of the Ocean, 600 again. Danny, and make sure that any music you guys want me to listen to, I'll be listening to some tunes later on, goes into a comment somewhere so I can remember, so I can maybe I should hello, I have a question. Neveru Reuma NR. Please ask your question. How is your bunny doing? Jesse, Bun's doing good. He's doing well. He's a pain in the ass somewhere. He spent all morning trying to wake me up. He said I was up at 5 this morning with this burst of energy. Now that I've been getting up, it feels like I can only sleep for a few hours, but I was up for a few hours and I was going to try to stay up, but then I started getting weared down again, and I realized that I need to go back to sleep. So about 5 o'clock, I went back to sleep and slept for another 5 or 6 hours, man. And I feel like I finally got the right amount of sleep. And and I'm focusing on this wisdom of slow and steady today, so that I can do the next right thing for myself. And that's another reminder too, to do the next right thing, right? This philosophy that I don't live by when the whisper consumes me, when I get wrapped up in my own thoughts and I spend too much time in this dangerous neighborhood that is my mind. It's time to move forward and to grow from that, and to take this wisdom, and to allow it to be one of those days where Hawanase's wisdom invigorates me, and that I grieve, but I grieve in a way that gives me strength, because I allowed the tears to flow through me the last couple of days. I allowed myself to feel a way that I needed to feel, because I miss a great man. I miss somebody who took me in and made me their son. Gave me this wisdom that I can give to you. Gave me this wisdom that we're sharing here in the Turtle Herd. If you decide to subscribe, that's it. Click that button. You're a member of the Turtle Herd. That's all it would have taken for Al, is for you to make that decision that you wanted to be a part of what we're doing. You strive to be something better. You strive to be something more, is all it would have took for you to be a part of his life. He was a great man, and he wanted to do great things for people, and he did. He just didn't want to. He did great things for people by being a compassionate human being. And I look forward to embodying that now that I'm getting my head back on my shoulders. How have you tried to eat griffin meat? YouTube there. No, I have never had a griffin meat. It'd probably be pretty good, right? Like is it red or white? Is it like a combo platter maybe? Maybe you get griffin meat by we grind turkey and pork together maybe? Is that griffin meat? Maybe we'll open a restaurant. Have griffin burgers, grind turkey and your turkey and pork patties, bacon swish, and like a spicy chipotle. We'll call it the griffin burger. That sounds good, YouTube. I've been thinking about griffin neck meat a lot lately. So it's good. I bet it does. I think we've already kind of broken down exactly how we're going to throw this together. The Griffin burger sounds amazing. I heard you. Thank you, 40 Rod. 4983. Love you, brother. Thank you for being here, Rod. Thank you for the support. Zero, Scotty. Thank you, Zero. I hope you're doing well, brother. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to go swimming soon. Swimming? Teresa, where are you going swimming there, cheese? That's what I would. That was the goal, right? I had this big grand thing once I pulled my head out of my ass and broke that depression through doing something big. And sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes you can't do it for a while. If you're stuck in depression out there, you're stuck in this place where you're just doom scrolling. If you're stuck in a place where you can't leave the house, sometimes you got to jump off the cliff. Sometimes you got to stand on that cliff for a while, but sometimes you got to jump off that cliff. And that's what I had to do with the door dashing for a couple of days. I spent 13 hours a day door dashing, and but then you got to slow down. And once you break the mold of sitting there on the couch, you got to do these other things. Yesterday, no matter how uncomfortable it was, we started the conversation again here. 10 subscribers yesterday. It was great. We got 10 new Turtle Herd members decided to join the crew. Hopefully we'll see them in today. Mrs. B. Compression can be the thief of joy. Am I saying that right? Comparison can be thank you, man. You're right. Comparison can be the thief of joy. Any well, I can't think of the words. Anything like that you guys want to help little philosophies and whatnot would be great to hear. We love those. People wish they were me. Yeah. So here's funny, man. No matter, sometimes people wish they were me. Like I've been in a lot of scenarios when I'm in my right mind and feeling well that I realize people wish they were me, free and unburdened. And a lot of times I wish I was others. Right? It's easy to envy from the outside. Double tap that screen, your thumbs won't fall off. James, brother. Oh my God, man. It's so good to see you, James. We're going to get caught up with these comments here eventually, guys. Stick around with me for a while. I'm going to read every comment today. We're going back old school. We're taking it slow and steady. And we're going to make sure that we communicate with all of our brothers and sisters today. I'm going to stop here and chat with James for a minute. Let him know I love his face, man. Breaking the mold today, James. Taking the medicine, reflecting on, these philosophies that we've been given. And we're starting off slow and steady today there, Jameson. I appreciate you, brother, being there from the beginning, being a compassionate, caring friend. Yeah, a lot piled up. I let a lot pile up, and I found myself in a dark place again these last month or two or whatever. But we're breaking the mold today, especially. But we're going to do it slow and steady, right? So you holding up, brother? How's the holiday season treating you? I struggle, man. The holiday season picks me up something good. And I tend to hide from it. If you haven't noticed, I think last year was the first year that we had this going on, but I kind of, fell into my rut for way too long. And we're breaking the mold sooner, brother. Starting the conversation earlier and taking my medicine a little bit sooner. Taking my own advice. I like Bob Marley's reggae. Bob Marley, yes, right, for sure, Jesse. Bob Marley's reggae is absolutely amazing. Danny 600, been happy with what you got. Like someone said, comparison is the thief of joy. Or comparison is the thief of joy. Yeah, be happy with what you got, right? Strive for more, but don't allow what your brothers or sisters have to destroy you, because you envy and greed, right? And also don't, for me lately too, I've had all these great things, and I find myself like feeling bad that I feel bad, even though I'm blessed, right? This car thing, James, I don't know if I got that key is mine now. It's ours for the adventure, for life, for, I'm making some payments on it, and we got this awesome 2020 car, with 75,000 miles on it. I'm blessed, and I still find myself feeling bad that I can't just be ecstatic that I was still dealing with depression, that whatever, but that takes time. Whatever spot you're in, wherever you're at, it might take time. It's going to take time. It takes time, right? If you're out there struggling, you're in the right place. If you stumbled across this channel, if you know anybody who's struggling, you don't know what to say, well, stick around for a while. Maybe we can help you figure that out. Through open, honest communication, we're going to stick around together. We're going to hold on tight and do our best to help our brothers and sisters stay in this place of appreciation and acceptance despite the struggle. We had Danny 600. Oh man, crazy how I stumbled onto your live. Well, appreciate you, Danny. It means a lot to have you here. And I'm glad you stumbled upon our live. Another valued member of the turtle herd. Slow and steady, we weather the burden together, and I'm going to start embodying that philosophy and that medicine again. It's something that I lost track of. It's something that's hard for me to hold on to when I allow that whisper of darkness, fear, pain, and shame to consume me. And but it's time to let that go. It's time to start easy. It's time to take it easy on ourselves. It's time to have a cup of coffee and a good conversation with the crew here and grow this community of open, honest, loving compassion to the best of our ability. Start there, brother. Start there. No, Junior. No, what? Hi, I am from India. Well, PA, W2Q. Hello from Kirkville, New York. Welcome in from India. That's awesome. Thank you. Tell us a little bit about how your day's going, man. Christmas is very stressful. That it is, brother. That it is. I hope that in your golden cage, there's a bit of relaxation and relief through the holiday season. I hope being here with us today can help give you a moment of relief from whatever reason the holiday season is stressful. We've chatted a little bit about what's been going on with you. I'm sure that all that's still going on, and I'm sure there's much more, brother. I'm here with you. I'm here with you to remind you that open, honest communication is the first step. I'm here to remind myself that open, honest communication is the first step. I'm here to ask you to like, share, subscribe, and, be part of the solution. Thank you for the hundos. Being Rod, being in a bunch of people and be worse than being alone. A lot of people can take a toll on your psyche. The right people, right? you could be. I've found myself at times more depressed and lonely, surrounded by mobs of people. It's real connection that helps solidify that feeling of connection. It's real open, honest communication. It's being in the right place at the right time with the right people. In this moment here, versus being surrounded by a bunch of people, right? Quality over quantity, right? Does it matter being around a million people that you can't have a conversation with or feel connected or you're not on the same page with? Is that going to help? Not at all. You're right. 110% there, Rod. I quit celebrating holidays. Mrs. B. Make them more relaxing. Yeah, I'm there too. I haven't celebrated holidays in a long time. We did Thanksgiving last year, kind of reunited with my sisters. I did a short on with them, and that was absolutely amazing. And then by the time Christmas came, it all hits the fan again. No matter how hard I try, I'm the POS, and everybody's resentful against me for trying to help them and do the next right thing. And it's all pain and trauma and bullshit. So it's like, it was a hard one last year. And then it coming around again this year and comparing it to last year. And you're right. For me, I'm trying to, I guess for moments I get into this bah humbug shit. But it doesn't need to be that way, man. It doesn't need to be that way. But I do need to set it down because it's not for me, not at this moment. Doesn't mean it'll be forever. Maybe I'll get lucky enough to have my nieces and nephews again one year, like I had a few years ago. I got a couple younger ones now. Got a couple great nieces and nephews that are about to be born. So there's still possibilities where I'll in the future I'll be able to make it great for someone again. But this year it just is what it is, right? The gift this year is open, honest communication. The gift this year is me breaking the mold on my depression and anxiety. And not having to hide from it and wait until 2 months from now and sit here and barely make it by, admitting it and being open and being able to be here with you guys. That's the gift to myself. Blue, retracted your message, Blue. What's going on, brother? I'm going to the NBA game. Oh, that's awesome. Music household. What NBA game are you going to, brother? That's sweet. James, nice, he says. Not Griffin. Are we that far behind? There's no N in Griffin. What are we talking? Okay, I mispronounced something. Well, if you stick around for a while there, Miss B, help me try to figure it out. A little dyslexic, little impulsive. I got the glasses, so I can't blame it on not being able to see anymore. but I still kind of tend to ADHD past and read things the way I want to. But it probably wasn't Griffin Burger, but we've decided how we're going to make Griffin Burgers and little shenanigans to lighten the load. YouTube, unsubscribe. This guy barely knows how to read. Yeah, all right. If that's the top priority in your life, that I know how to read, maybe you should unsubscribe. Because, yeah, there are times that, yeah, whatever. Maybe that part of the philosophy is just letting go. Man. I don't put too much emphasis on shit, too. Just let it be what it is. I'm not going to make too many damn excuses because I do just kind of speak out of my ass at times and whatever. But, yeah, feel free to unsubscribe. It was nice having you around, brother. Now you're at home with a Griffin. Exactly. Because I'm doing my best to go with the flow. I don't struggle too much. I just gotta let my mind let it be what it is sometimes. And sometimes I do misread shit, whether that be the ADHD or whether it be whatever. But the conversation evolves and now we're all salivating for Griffin burgers. So who gives a shit? Let it go, brother. Pick a damn book. I will do my YouTube. You're right. You should. There's a good book called To Become a Human Being by Leon Shenandoah. You should pick that up. And YouTube. I don't know why you're so upset with me. Who's hurting you, brother? Why are you trying to hand me that boulder of pain this morning? Why are you so concerned with my reading abilities and you know, part of this dyslexia kind of makes it hard for me to read and speak out loud at the same time. And I'm not going to be ashamed of that. I spent too many years as a younger man not reading at all. And not getting better at it. Part of what I've been doing here, and James will tell you too, brother, he's been around, it's been a goal of mine to kind of just go with it, man. And if you suck at it, keep doing it. You'll get better, right? Okay, I don't care. But YouTube, yeah, for sure. Who's handing you a boulder of pain? You know, who's you know, I could be completely illiterate and still have something that might help you turn the tides of your day. Or maybe I don't. And that's all right either way. Jesse, 293, Jessica, back. I'm back. Doing well. Good to hear, James. Set down the boulder of pain there, Mr. YouTube stab-worthy. You sound pretty stab-worthy there, brother. Me too. Hey there, Peach. I have to get going. Yeah, I'm not doing any shopping this year. I'm Peace. It's good to see you. Thanks for the wave there, good sir, madam. Hi, Scott. Nice tie-dye shirt. Thanks, Peace. I did it myself. Yeah, it's pretty cool tie-dye, right? Did it for a while. The shrooms help cure my depression. I think I've heard a little bit about microdosing. I think that could be a solid avenue. I did a little microdosing myself a while back, just the tiniest little, and it put a little shine to the world around me and help to alleviate the anxiety I was having at the moment. So I could see how that would help. I don't know about full on eating a giant bag of Roomertons, but yeah, you definitely, I mean, it might cause some panic. What do you do on live? Jimmy, we're having open, honest communication. We today we're talking about keeping it slow and steady, finding a place to, I open the door for open, honest communication. You know, at times. And other times we enjoy the travels, right? Traveling Scott, looking to hit the next adventure. But life kind of is life, you know? Sometimes there's in between times. Yeah, I wish I could be traveling all the time, living in the old camper car, doing the next right thing on the road, but that's just not realistic. Got to find out something to do with Bun Bun, got to get my head together, got to figure out a way to be okay, right? In this moment, we're just having open, honest communication, brother. That's what we're doing in the live there, Jimmy. I hope you decide to subscribe, become a member of the Turtle Herd. We grow the Turtle Herd here, right? A community of open, honest communication. Slow and steady, we weather the burden together. You know, philosophy that Hawanase ingrained in me. NASA and the magic mushrooms only make things tougher for me. Yeah, they can. You gotta. Is morality objective or subjective? That's a hell of a question. I think a lot of people will tell you morality comes from the common census, right? It was like, but I think real morality comes from evaluating what's right and wrong, truly, right? And that'll change from person to person depending on your moral standings, depending on what you've been through, depending on what you've convinced yourself right and wrong is, depending on your connection with the God of your understanding. Uh, my grandkids are over. It's crazy. That's awesome, James. I'm glad you're spending some time with the grandkids. H4NN4 444. Four is my lucky number. Is morality is objective? If morality is objective, what is it based on? If it's subjective, then isn't any actors an evil act moral? I mean, it all depends. Here's the thing, too. You can say morality, I guess. So these evil acts, they have value, right? And it's hard to say that when you about things, but when in your life have you learned the most? Through struggle, through pain, through trial, when have you learned the most about the people around you? You know, the evil acts that people do allow you to see who they are and cut them out of your life. You know, so does it give them some points towards good then? I don't know. It's something worth chatting about. I appreciate you, H4. Maybe you're tried wrong. Maybe you tried the wrong strand. Are we still on the mushroom talk? I didn't realize there was different strands. I know there's different intensities. My stance on trans. I feel like where you put it and when you put it there is on you, and how you want to dress is another thing that doesn't define who you are. Are you a kind, compassionate human being? Do you care for others? Are you looking to do the next right thing? Well, then you'll fit in well. Everything else is just whatever, you know? Why does it? I think too many people are too concerned with what other people do with themselves. I don't. It's never bothered me. Do you? If it's that, whatever it is that you're doing is if it's that upsetting to me, then do it way over there, or I'm gonna put my foot through the back of your head. And I just mean like you're doing evil things to people that are like that's the only thing that should really be judged, right? I mean, if you're hurting children, or if you're abusing the weak, or if you're not standing up for what you believe is morally right, then yeah. Where the hell I was headed with that, but whatever. Where do you travel, brother? Well, Cheek, we've made it all the way down to Key West, a little bit way, Indiana, Georgia, North Carolina, Ohio. I don't know. Go back through the lives. There's some really cool stuff in southeast Pennsylvania, West Pennsylvania, the Adirondacks of Pennsylvania down there. Some hiking, some adventuring, traveling minimally, a little bit better of a car at the moment, but to check out my car, the Galactic Avenger, in my playlist. If you want to see how we made it happen minimally, and do a backflip. Yeah, you do a backflip. I fucking do no backflip. You teach me how to do a backflip, that'd be sweet. Used to tie that spirals, very cool. Thanks, Peace. I appreciate you. Appreciate you appreciating the shirt. What do you mean by the wrong strand, miss? I'm trying to figure that out too. I'm not completely sure what she was talking about. Thoughts on trans. Again, Foxbox. I don't really have any thoughts. It doesn't concern me where you put it, when you put it there. As long as you expect, you respect my boundaries. I think that, the only problems I've ever had with anybody in their orientation is not respecting mine. If I tell you that who you are, or man or woman, right? If I don't want you to touch me and you keep touching me, and I tell you, this is my orientation, you keep doing it. Now, men seem to have a problem with hearing that when they have a certain orientation, like they think that just because I'm a man that it doesn't matter what I say my orientation is. That's always kind of blown my mind. And I've had to stand my ground pretty harshly a few times, but in general, it doesn't bother me how you dress or what you do. And I don't think I should have any opinion on it. It's your body, man. You want to dress some way, you want to whatever. I don't necessarily agree with, for me about what a lot of people do permanently with their body. My heart goes out to these people that are struggling so hard that they would take it that far to try to feel a sense of, but again, I don't feel that way. So who am I to say whether what they're doing is right or wrong? Just through my perception, I feel for them. I've had some friends in the past that have been trans that have, contemplated taking the steps to physically alter themselves. And I've had an open conversation with them because they're my friends. Was I right or was I wrong? I don't know. But I told them what I thought. I don't think it's a good idea, man. It's a permanent solution and it may not help. I think finding peace inside of ourselves for who we are is the right way to go. Acceptance for the way the world is. We can't force the world into what we think it should be. Especially our physical being. I feel like it is what it is. But again, that's just my point of view, and I could be wrong. A guy, Foxbox without yo, man. I know I'm catching up. 609. Listen to me. I'm listening, brother. Scary day. What's going on? Did I miss you or something? Take that hat off. You ain't no paper boy, delivery boy. I like this hat, and it's a beautiful reminder of my brother who's gone on his journey. So, if you don't like my hat, they're 98. You can take your hating, spiteful ways and go off, as far as I'm concerned. I will wear my brother's hat with pride. Did he look better in this hat? Yeah, he did. But rest in peace, Stephen Smoke, for the love and compassion he brought into my life while he was in this world, for the lessons that he continues to shine in my life from the other place. 98. Why are you so concerned with how I wear my hat? He holds the world's record for throwing newspapers. Damn straight I do. Hold Cliff. Oh, hello. I like your shirt and hat. Thank you, Cliff. I appreciate you. 1113. Just got back from sledding. That's awesome, Laura. I'm glad you're here with us. Sledding is the best. I'm sure she went sledding with her grandbabies there, James. I don't have any snow. It's too warm. Rent a snow machine. That's the way out. If you got a couple bucks, I don't know how much that would cost. So much fun. I'm glad you had a blast this morning, Laura. Do you use an inner tube? I'm not sure. Yeah, what kind of sled do you use there? NANB4W. Woohoo! A big old woohoo, I suppose. I love the hat. Thanks, man. Thank you for you. Especially with the powerful connection that it has. Yes, brother. I hold this hat closely and dear to my heart because of the connection. I think I look all right in it, And I guess that's another little reflection of the day. And stop being concerned with what other people think. It goes back to that trans question. I hope you're secure in yourself. I hope you can find a way for it not to matter what I think or what anybody thinks. Be you, man. Wear what you want to wear. I suggest that you be open and honest with the people that you love, and allow communication, real open, honest communication to help you make the right decision for you and not make impulsive decisions that are forever. As someone who has cared for people that have been trans or all kinds of letters of the alphabet, I've always been open and honest with them. My concern that it may not change anything and it may be a dramatic, it concerns me, that you would take such a dramatic step to try to feel comfortable in your own body. I think that there's that we should feel comfortable in what Creator has given us, what a God of your understanding is giving you. I don't think that by and I could be wrong. Maybe that's right for you. That's an option out there. Again, I'm not judging. I'm just saying that, as if you were my friend, we'd have this conversation in a real way, whether you wanted to hear it or not, whether you got upset with me because I'm whatever. And I've been told that too. I'm a bigot or I'm this or I'm that, because I've told people the truth that I've cared for, that I don't think that they should, go to the extreme of changing their physical being before they find an emotional stable place. At least work on that first. Finding what the core is, I think, is a big thing. I think to be in open, honest communication, we're talking about it. I've had a couple friends that I really cared for, that their orientation, how they dressed, and a major part of their personality really boiled down to trauma that they've had in the past, and they don't want to hear that. They just want to hide behind dressing a different way so they can feel safe, or changing themselves physically so that they don't have to feel like they'll be under attack or abuse the way they had been in the past. And I think if that's the case, then you should really evaluate that before you take the extreme of trying to change your body to feel safe. And that's just, again, my personal opinion. If you're my friend, if you don't like hearing it, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm not going to lie to you. And whether you think that makes me a bigot or I think it makes me more sensitive and realistic. I think it makes me a better friend to tell these people that might not want to hear these things, that I'm not going to sugarcoat it or lie to you. Oh, yeah, it's a great idea to do all these extremes that you can never change back and to try to make yourself feel better. How about we just, try some other stuff first that you could change tomorrow, It's a scary thought to think that you could change your physical being forever out of fear and pain. Let's evaluate why. And I've had friends that have naturally been, orientated a way that people would say is not natural, but they're comfortable enough in their own skin to just be that, and I think that's great. We've also had friends that are so lost and confused and broken because of the trauma that they've gone through that they've been willing to destroy their own physical being to try to feel comfortable in their own skin, to try to feel safe. And I think as a good friend, it's our responsibility to tell someone we love the truth. The truth is that you need to evaluate why you are the way you are. I'm up in the head. I'm not right. I've gone through a lot of trauma and pain and struggle. And if I'm going to make some crazy decision in my life to do something nutbag, to try to feel safe and secure, I think it's the responsibility of the people that love me to tell me their truth so I can try to help figure it out. What do you guys think? I love the hat, especially. Thanks with the love for the hat for you. Peace. Very sorry for your loss. I feel you, 41-year-old friend this year. Brutal. Yeah, peace. I just lost a childhood friend that was a couple years older than me last week to their addiction. It's another one of those things that kind of help bring things into perspective for me. It's time to get back on the ball. And if you're out there struggling with addiction, if you're out there struggling with mental health, if you know someone who is and you don't know how to reach out to them, maybe this community could help them. We are the turtle herd. Slow and steady, we weather the burden together. We praise those of you that are trying to change your life, whether it be through the struggles of mental health or whether it be through the addiction that you may be going through or whether it be through the abuse that you've withstained or how you're trying to feel safe and secure or at peace in this world. That's the point of this place. That's what this place has evolved into. And maybe if that close friend that lost her life last week would have had a place like this, she would have decided to get sober sooner and would still be here. Maybe if my brother had a place like this, he wouldn't have felt so alone and took his own life. Maybe if my other brother had a place like this, he wouldn't have lost his life to his addiction and all these maybes, right? So, yeah. And I appreciate you, Peace. Thank you so much. Mentally or physically. CBC, mentally or physically what? Define your question a little bit more and I'll do my best to answer. Sorry, Peace. Sorry, Peace. Been there. Thanks for sending your love, James. Thank you for backing up our new friend, Peace. Peace, I hope that you're a new member of the Turtle Herd. Hit that notification bell, guys. I'm going to start doing this more often. I just started again, right? I'll be honest, I struggle with some shit, man. Depression, anxiety, and grief's a big fucking problem for me. This channel started off as a way to bring the people I care for with me on my adventures, right? There's a lot of that in there, and it's evolved into this open, honest place of communication. So in the meantime, this is what we do. When we hit the road again, we'll be able to experience traveling minimally and finding new places and adventuring and still staying on this topic. But double tap that screen, your thumbs won't fall off. If you decide to become a member of the turtle herd, that's great. If you don't, that's something about me that turns you off, or something about my truth that you don't want to hear. That's for your decision to make. The one thing I can say, good, bad, or indifferent, I'll always tell you the truth. I'll always be open with you as I see it, and I'll always do my best to tell you what I think you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I'm not going to tell you the easy thing, because that's the thing. It's easy to say to someone you care for that you should do all this extreme shit because you think you should do it. I mean, look what happened to Michael Jackson. Let's be real. This poor guy had no people around him that really gave a shit about him, or they'd have told him to stop hacking his nose down 1,000 fucking times. They'd have told him that sleeping in a bed with somebody else's children was a bad idea. Was he an amazing artist? Yeah. Was he an amazing human being? Yes. Probably. I don't know. I didn't know the dude. I think that his persona was distorted by, being surrounded by yes men. I don't think you're a good friend if you're a yes man. I think you're a good friend. If you tell someone your truth, in reality. Did he have bad intentions with those kids? I don't think so. But does that make it okay for you to sleep in a bed with children that aren't yours? Like, in society, no. But no one was telling him no. Like, I don't know, right or wrong or indifferent, whatever you guys chime in here. Let me know what you think. Thank you, Laura, for your yes. I know that I think we're talking about, if we're still talking about the trans thing, I think Laura has some heart in the game when it comes to that. And I feel for you, Laura, and your loved ones who have made dramatic decisions to try to feel safe. And maybe we can help one person out there through open, honest communication, because it seems like everybody out there in the world just wants to hear what they want to hear today, right? They want to be backed up in how they feel and what it is. They don't want to hear the truth. And I think that causes people to do these extreme things that don't really change anything. But again, I could be wrong. I have a hat that's similar, as I keep it used to be my grandfather's, and it makes me feel like I have him with me when I wear it. Yeah, for you. It's a big part of why I wear this hat quite a bit. It does. It makes me feel connected to my brother. Stephen Smoke was a great man, and he was a big teddy bear of a Native American, that had a lot of compassion and love, and 95% of the time had a huge smile on his face. And I wear this hat with pride. Thank you for the reminder. You should wear yours with pride too. Wear it. Put it to good use. Don't just let it sit there on a shelf. It's one of the things that I was taught through Hawanase, the traditional teachings, through losing my brothers and my father, in their 10-day. Part of what we learn is that these things we hold on to, we put to good use. I don't know if you've ever heard of the term Indian giving, but people think it's like, Indian giving, you gave me something, you're taking it back, right? It's kind of what it is, but Indian giving's like, if I gave you something, and like, let's say I gave you a bow and arrow for hunting, right? And you hung it on the mantle, and it was meant for hunting, and you're not using it. A Native American back in the day would come back and take that bow back. It's not a piece of art. You need to hunt with it. I gave it for you for this reason. It's not going to good use. So then this philosophy of Indian giving, came to fruition. I don't think a lot of people really understand that, because if you're not putting it to good use, then then I will, right? And you should be. You should be putting that hat to good use. You should be wearing it more often for you. It won't last forever. Yeah, it'll break and it'll tatter and it'll tear, and your bunny will get a hold of it and he'll chew little holes in it, and eventually it won't be wearable. But sitting on a shelf somewhere ain't doing nothing. When we don't put these things to good use that remind us of our loved ones, then we don't. They're not helping us stay connected. They're weighing us down, I think is where I'm getting at with that. Peace. Thanks, James. It was so sudden. Empathy across the visual space. Sorry for your loss, too. I appreciate you guys backing each other up. Peace. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate you opening up. This is a safe place for you to be who you need to be. CBC says, as a Christian, God created us in his image. And I understand some people feel more comfortable changing, but it stems from depression, anxiety, and other mental disorders, which can be changed and helped. I appreciate your point of view, CBC.
I feel that way about physically changing yourself. I feel like if someone's orientation, someone's sexual attraction, someone's choice of how they dress, I don't feel like any of that's. I mean, these aren't permanent things either. These things are things that can change and grow, but they're also those things aren't things that should be judged. Um, it's none of our business. But I mean, if you really care for somebody, you want to help them, find the core of it. I've met people, that do these things out of defense mechanisms, and I've met people that I believe that are biologically inclined to have these attractions without trauma, and like those, like that should be accepted, man. If you're a dude attracted to dudes, and it's not based on this trauma you've been through, or if you're a woman attracted to women and it's not based on this trauma, and even if it is based on that trauma, but I mean, maybe we should recognize that when anything that's based on trauma should be recognized, right? So that we can at least understand it, heal and grow from it. I think a lot of people are naturally who they are, I guess it just scares me that people change themselves permanently for, out of fear. You have a great attitude, Scott. Do you remember the day you backed into that semi-trailer, broke the window out of the Galactic Avenger? It would have broke me completely. James, I do remember the day I backed up into the semi-trailer and smashed out my back window. I was actually watching that short the other day, and it was a small part of what's helped me to get my shit back together. How I handled it that day with grace, that was strength, that was dignity, that was acceptance. In that moment, I was with my brothers and sisters in the fullest way. I was with my brothers and my father in the fullest way that day because I was embodying my father's philosophy of accepting what is. But yeah, that was a crazy day. I missed the Galactic Avenger too, man. It's crazy to miss the POS camper car, bro. It's a little intimidating to be behind the wheel of something that's worth something. It's it came from somewhere where some people I care for. Thank you, Laura. It's a little bit easier to be cruising around the old Galactic Avenger that I could smash out the back windows and it not matter as much. Where I can kind of just, maybe that is part of it lately. It might sound stupid to you out there in YouTube land. You guys don't understand. It might sound, maybe it is, but that's my trauma. That's the decisions that I'm trying to do the right thing for myself, despite my trauma, right? Despite, saying yes to this help versus pushing it away because I'm uncomfortable having anything nice because I don't feel like I deserve it. Well, that's fucking bullshit. And I need to figure out a way to get over that. And I am by accepting this vehicle. I am doing my best to do so. Sleds and inner tube, she says. Thank you, James. MD peace. Damn, G. Oh, good. I'm glad, peace. Subbed and became the newest member of the turtle herd. Slow and steady, we weather the burden together here. I mean that wholeheartedly. And what I also mean too is, I want to help my brothers and sisters find a sense of peace. Oh, that's a cute little seal, brother. Thank you so much. I think that 125 diamonds. It was like $1.25 or something. That's absolutely amazing, and that helps the little hearts on the side. Helps the algorithm know that you're enjoying the conversation. Helps and that helps enjoy people in the conversation. I'm gonna heart that so much. Thank you, James. I appreciate you very much. That means a lot to me. I'm out here. We're re-solidifying that connection. James, I really missed you, brother. And it can be hard to reach out and to break the mold when you're stuck in depression and grief and anxiety, as I've been for a while now. And it can be even harder to find a way to speak your truth, But slow and steady, I hope that I can help other people out there struggling to find a way out of it. Start simply, right? Start by doing the next right thing. Start by getting up and doing something with yourself, and that feeling of uselessness will leave you. I promise you that. It's a promise that was made to me a while back. by this great man who took me in, and you know, we don't need to know where we're going. It doesn't need to. We don't need to dwell in the point of it into the future. We just need to get up and do right. But it's got to start with taking care of ourselves, and I think that today I've helped myself figure that out by getting the right amount of sleep. You know, not getting up and being in that whatever, being up for a couple hours, going back to sleep, and then waking up and realizing it's time to slow down. I don't have to leave today. You know, the Creator has been speaking to me in the way that the world plays out before me. And I think that heater kind of shutting itself off and me have to work on it a little bit yesterday was an indicator that it's time to slow down. I don't have to be in Florida by Christmas swimming with manatees, you know. I could be here and that's fine. And I don't have to worry about that. It's not. Today's today. You know, today's about cleaning the house. Today's about doing the small things. Today's about continuing the conversation that I started yesterday, no matter how hard it was. Today's about double tapping that screen, knowing our thumbs won't fall off, and growing this community of open, honest communication through being honest and open with myself, whether some people want to hear it, obviously, and some people don't. You know, I believe the right people will find this place. And, you know, if one person decides to subscribe today, that's enough. If one person decides that they want to start evaluating the truth in their life and to become something more, then that puts value to the wisdom my father gave me. And that helps him on his journey. That sends love to him in the fertile hunting grounds. And that gives me strength in this world to push forward, knowing that I have a purpose. Slow and steady, Scotty. Nice and easy. You're the best, Scott. My love. Thank you, 88. It's good to see you, 88. It's good to see you. You're the best. I learned by watching you. That dude with a dude. No, he says. No to what? Be specific. The truth is Jesus Christ is God. Thank you, FG. I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate your connection and your medicine. I appreciate the God of your understanding that's helped you to feel the grace and love that God wants you to feel, the Creator wants you to feel, whatever word you decide to put on it. I appreciate you accepting my point of view and having an open, honest, loving conversation. I believe that there's a lot of beauty and love in this world there, FG. And do me a favor, FG. I've read a bit of your book. Look into To Become a Human Being. It's a book based on Leon Shenandoah's wisdom. I'm not looking to change your opinion, just looking to expose you to some wise, beautiful, loving compassion and connection of a God of somebody else's understanding. Leon Shenandoah, the Tanadaho chief of the Six Nations. I believe that you should wholeheartedly stay connected with a God of your understanding, but I also believe that there are people out there in a loving, compassionate way that are connected in an amazing way that can help us grow. That's outside of our connection. That's why I accept and love your connection so much. So thank you for bringing that up. CBC, currently I am confused on what is trauma and what is not. Can you give me some examples? All right, CBC, so some examples. I guess the trauma is what we're talking about. So something that has happened in your past that affects the decisions you make in the moment. That's something that continuously affects the decisions you make in the moment. I've lost people I love, a lot of them. I've bent over backwards for people that have shit in my face. And there's been times where I've pushed love away without realizing that pushing that love away out of fear, that no matter what I do, there's this aching inkling in the back of my mind that makes me feel like if I love anybody, that they'll either shit in my face or die. So I instinctively push those people away. That's a trauma response, man. That's not based in reality. It's not based on logic. It's based on the things that I've gone through that have made me make a decision not based in reality and facts, but out of what I've been through. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a whatever. I've been through a lot, man. And I've tried to evaluate why I make the decisions I make. And if you're making decisions based on things that have happened in the past, I know it can be hard to even admit that it's based out of fear, but it took me a while to because I'm a man, right? I'm not scared. Like, no, I'm scared shitless of love. It scares me more than anything else in the world, because nothing hurts more than loving and it being ripped away from you. Nothing hurts more than losing somebody who took you in and made you family, and then finding them lost to this world through the decision that they made. And that'll traumatize you, man. That'll stop you in your tracks the next time love crosses your path, and that's trauma. We take those traumas and we learn from them, and we grow and we become something more. We could stop making our decisions in this moment based on the things we've gone through the past, and those things don't have to be trauma anymore. They can be learning experiences, and we can grow from them, and we can help our brothers and sisters grow, right? Is it still traumatic, finding my brother in that moment? Yes. Do I still feel grief and loss and pain from that? Yeah. But is it trauma if I can accept what is and understand that that moment won't define how I treat love when it crosses my path again next? I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't think so. Laura, you don't think what? Laura, you can give us some examples of trauma or what you think, and what don't you think so? Be a little more specific. I'm a little far behind here. For me, James says, for me, trauma is when someone fixed my heart into the street. No trauma means you don't care. So James, I think that too, like, not caring can be a traumatic response, man. I've been there too, brother. 110,000%. I don't give a fuck if I have people around me. Give a shit what you think. I don't care about anybody or anything, because I've been through so much goddamn pain that nothing's going to hurt me again. That's a trauma response, man. We're allowing the circumstances of the past to determine what decision we make in this moment. That's a trauma response. I'm going to push love away. I don't give a shit about nothing. You're never going to hurt me again. I'm never going to accept love into my heart. I'm never going to do the next right thing again because it's just going to hurt me. Well, that's a trauma response. I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows, man? Don't speak because I don't speak because I know the truth. I speak because I'm seeking it. And hope we can find it together. I suppose 6586. Suppose what? I subbed. Thank you, Billy Holt, TV6. Check out the channel. Let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think. Some comments on some of my shorts, some of my videos. Let me know what I could do wrong. Let me know what I'm doing right. If you dig back deeper, lately a lot of the shorts have been about, communication and whatnot. It's been a while since travel, but you check out the playlist. In the playlist, they're more categorized, right? All the friendly fur buddies and animals I've met around the way. My car, the Galactic Avenger. Bun's got his own playlist. Cool things I've found. If you can kind of find in the playlist what, more of what you're interested in, watch a bunch of those versus trying to go through and because they come in chunks as life does, right? Lately, the shorts have been, about certain things. And before that, they've been about what's going on then. And then I don't tend to be one of those people that's why I don't consider myself a YouTuber, right? I see what it would take to be successful, right? You just keep repeating the same things that are successful over and over again. But this is more like a video journal for me. This is more like a therapy in a growth experiment. It's more of building a community than it is trying to monopolize on a certain scenario, right? And grow this massive channel. It's about growing the turtle herd, right? That's the overall theme. It's about traveling and doing the next right thing, but yeah, there's sections of the lives and shorts in there that are completely different than what's going on now. And there's your, wow, we're that far behind. I apologize, guys. I didn't realize how far we were behind before I just seen James sent that sticker a while ago. Thank you, James, again. And know that I'm just going through and reading all your comments. I want to make sure that you're heard. today. That's the biggest thing for me today. Make sure that you're all heard. Make sure that you feel loved and accepted out there in YouTube land. You're not alone. And if you're not okay, it's okay to say it. This is a safe place. That's the point of this channel in this moment. Did it start, with a bunch of videos and shorts and doing a project with my brother to try to help people see the things that I see and enjoy the traveling as I travel? Yeah, it's evolved into an open, honest place to communicate, but also still when traveling comes and when I can take these adventures, still being that, but in this moment, it hasn't been that in a while because life is what it is, Right now, it's about open, honest communication fully. Primarily, CBC says, I primarily talking about trans people. I have some trans friends and gay friends, and I truly believe it isn't a choice. I'm with you, CBC. I believe that a lot of it's natural. I just think that physical into your body is not great. Yeah, and I'm with you too, personally, and that's my personal decision. I feel like if you're gonna do something that dramatic to your body, I feel like you should at least be able to have a conversation with someone who has the opposite opinion about that. Here's the thing, if I'm going to do something that's going to physically change my body for the rest of my life, but I can't emotionally stand having a conversation who doesn't agree with me about that, should I be making that choice? Like, come on now. Like, if I feel like jumping off a bridge and someone's like, no, and totally disagrees with me, don't jump off that bridge. And I'm like, and I jump off the bridge for spite, like, it's kind of ignorant. You know what I'm saying? If I can be like, you know what? I appreciate you thinking I shouldn't jump off the bridge, but you can go yourself. I'm jumping off this bridge. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? Then, then that seems a little bit more logical, whether jumping off the bridge is logical or not. Like, if you can't handle an objective opinion on what you're doing, then maybe you should reevaluate what the fuck you're doing. But yeah, CBC, man, I appreciate your point of view, man. I think we're kind of on the same page with that. Seal, cool, no. Oh, what's OUQ, T, what's up? No, what, brother? Express yourself. You're not doing okay? Well, tell us how you're not being okay, man. We could have this conversation together. Beast, hello, brother. What's up? It's good to see you back again today. It's 10:30 p.m. in India. What time is it here? It's noon, 12:19. Wow, time's flying. Not every day can be great, but you're great today. Don't forget to be proud of yourself. Thank you, 23. Jane, 23. Not every day can be great, but you're done great. But you've done great today. Don't forget to be proud of yourself. And yes, I'm commending myself for moving forward today. I'm commending myself and I'm giving myself the love and respect I deserve for getting up and doing something, for being here with you and starting to solidify this group of open, honest communication. Once again, I'm giving myself all that credit because that's something more than I've been doing lately. For getting the right amount of sleep, right? And that's enough. For taking it slow and steady and having a game plan. If you guys want to, I was thinking about cutting off here, but I'm getting hungry. If you guys want to stick around, I'll make some eggs and I got some ham in there. I'll maybe make like an egg and ham omelet or something. I don't even know if I have cheese. I think I have cheese too, a ham and cheese omelet. I got to do a little bit of cleaning out there before I can make it. But if you guys want to stick around while I cook, we could do that. Continue the conversation. We're talking about a little bit of everything. Slow and steady today, Beast, is the philosophy of the day. Hawanase's great wisdom. Slow and steady, because we are the turtle herd, right? Nice and easy. Nobody moves. Nobody gets hurt. As the big goofy bastard himself would say. So that's what we're reflecting on today. That's the theme of today. That's the medicine of the day, is to move slowly, to walk softly, and to not get too far ahead of myself of where I should be or where I'm going or what I'm doing right now. I think that I lose track of listening to the way that the creator's creation plays out before me and taking the medicine, and yesterday, and then sometimes I think a lot of times when the lesson's there and the things being said to me through a God of my understanding of how things are playing out, I get pissed because it's not, and then I go into anxiety mode because it's not what I think it should be. Yesterday after the live, right, I had this great idea. I'm going to leave tomorrow and we're going to start the great adventure again. And that's how I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to get the camper car going and we're going to just go. And, I get myself pumped about that over the last few days as I pushed myself really hard to break this depression and anxiety. And and then I get off the live and the heater isn't working because the sensor's messed up, and it takes me like an hour to clean it up and get it working. And I'm like, how can I ever leave? Now the bunny will freeze, and I start panicking, and but in reality, that needed to happen because I don't need to run out the door today. You don't need to run out the door today and make some big dramatic decision. You need to slow yourself down. I know it can be hard to hear. I didn't want to hear that shit yesterday. I haven't wanted to hear that shit. It's 0 or 100 for me, right? I'm in pain. I need to, like it's time to let go of that. It's time to take Al's advice. Every day you can be great, but you've done. Thank you, 23. Jan 23, 10 years old, and never knew what you're going through. And the fact that you woke up each day ready for a new challenge and a new opportunity speaks volumes about your resilience. You hear that out there, brothers and sisters in YouTube land? Speaks volumes of your resilience. Thank you for that memento of wisdom and kindness and love, 23. Get up and do something with yourself. As Al would say, do something small, brother, sister, mother, aunt, uncle. Have a cup of coffee and join the conversation. Say something. Answer the question. Are you not okay? Start there. Are you okay? Shit, I'm fine. I did this today. Fuck, I'm tearing myself apart. I can't seem to get off the couch. Either of those answers are reasonable, and they're both a good start to moving forward. And believe me, I understand how hard it can be to say the thing, to do the thing, to find the motivation and love for yourself in your heart, to push forward and become something more because you're not worth it, right? Inside your own mind, you spent too much time in your own mind, in that dangerous neighborhood that you shouldn't go to alone. Don't go out. You take us with you. The turtle, that's the point of the turtle herd, right? You just hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. I read all my comments and I respond to all of them. And because I want to be adamant about you knowing you're not alone. You double tap that screen, your thumbs won't fall off. If they do, we always thought they shouldn't have. And were you born a man? The wise. What do you think? What do you think? I'll let you answer that one. The whiz. Born male. Yeah. Were you, James? Were you born a man? I was born a baby. And then I was but a small child. And now I'm a real boy. Good morning. Thank you for supporting the LGBT community. Of course, Smoke. Smoke Cowboy. We support you as a human being, Smoke. And I love the last name. I love the name, Smoke. It was my brother's last name, Smoked, but Smoke. Smoke Cowboy. Rob and Steve Smoke, my brothers. Great Onondaga natives. Alan Smoke, this great man that took me in and has helped me to grow this philosophy of what it means to be a good man. Send love to them on their journey. Smoke Cowboy, Smoked Cowboy. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for expressing yourself. How's your holiday season going? Do you struggle with anything? You struggle with your sense of acceptance and well-being? Do you struggle with any kind of mental health or addiction that you want to chat about? It's a safe place where you won't be judged. And if anybody tries to judge you, we're going to put them in their place. Good afternoon. Glad I hit the bell and I'm back. Damn straight, Titan. It's good to see you there. How are the puppies doing? Titan and Brew. Buddy. Hi, it's good to see you. No to what? You guys say no. Oh, to are you okay? You keep saying no. Tell me why, brother. I can't help you. We can't find a solution together unless you express yourself. Open, honest communication is the first step. Go to in my if you're not doing okay, I suggest you go to my my playlist. There's a mental health playlist in there. On my shorts, there's mental health tips, and they're all in one spot on a playlist. I suggest you check those out. Some things that have helped me to find medicine, not necessarily a pill, not necessarily a substance you ingest. The medicine in this world is the connections that we make. There's musical and spiritual medicine that can help us grow beyond anything we can ingest. And we can find that together. I feel that more now than I've felt in a long time lately. What are you gonna? What you've gone through is really though reality. No, of course, brother. 489. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe I'm a little bit behind, but yeah, what you've gone through is reality. What you've gone through in the past determines what's written on that chalkboard that determines who you are, right? Like what you've gone through in the past is what we refer to make the decisions that we make to move forward. If you've got a bunch of loving support and compassion on that chalkboard and the things that you've gone through in the past, then you're going to make more proper decisions that are best for you outside of an emotional state. If you've got a bunch of trauma and bullshit and pain and fear and struggle and shame that's etched all over that chalkboard that's been smashed with a hammer of discontent and misunderstanding, then the decisions you make are going to be traumatic and broken and based in fear. And that's the cycle we have to break, right? And I'm not saying it, and it's tough, right? Because you can acknowledge these things that cause us trauma, pain, and fear. And it's like, well, it didn't go away. Well, yeah, the chalkboard's still smashed with a hammer. You know, that it's the fear and pain has been etched into the wall with a Bowie knife, right? And you're painting over it, right? You're doing something, you're painting over it. You can still see it. It's still there. No matter how many times you paint over that wall, it's still there. And it's hard to get over. And sometimes that trauma is still going to cause us to make fucked up decisions or to be in a fucked up state of mind. When we hit other scenarios that kind of reflect it. But the more that we understand, okay, well, I'm in this scenario and I'm feeling anger and frustration. Why am I feeling that way? Why love has crossed my path and I'm self-sabotaging and I'm pushing it away, or this person is acting this certain way and I immediately want to hurt them. That's not who I want to be. Why do I feel that way? And then we act accordingly instead of acting out of impulse, because that darkness, that whisper, that fear wants us to act impulsively and continuously make those decisions that make us feel bad, that we know aren't conducive with us being good men and good women. Going through is really, thank you, 489. I'm catching up here, guys. We all make decisions based on the past. It's all, yes, I believe I'm with you, 489, 110%. But so here's the thing. I want to make real, logical, loving decisions. I don't want to make decisions based out of fear and pain. Yeah, we make decisions based out of the past. And should we be hesitant when we've been hurt? Yeah, we don't want to be burned again. But should we make all our decisions based on fear and pain and anguish? I don't think those decisions are going to help us grow and become something more than we are in this moment. I maybe I'm wrong. Help me figure it out. Like I said, no, 999 PD 999. Express why, please. Help us help you. Help me figure it out. Why no? Are you? I'm assuming you're not okay, and that's okay. You don't have to be okay. You don't have to be okay, especially here in this moment. Understand the reasons behind our decisions making and moving past our catastrophic thinking can truly be life-changing. Yes, 8493. Thank you, Titan. Thank you for your words of wisdom. Thank you for your thoughtful motivation and love. STL, it's good to see you. You seem to label any that isn't the social norm for. You seem to label any response that isn't the social norm for unconditional acceptance, love as a trauma response. Why is that? 4849. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. I don't try to be that way. I'm not trying to be that way. I what is the social norm? Right? The social norm as a man is to act angry and be fearful and to dominate and to create submission through aggression and anger. Like that's what's acceptable socially. And I think a lot of us do those things based on what we're told is socially acceptable. And I think, I don't think that's healthy. I don't think a lot of the social norm is healthy. I don't think a lot of Yeah, I don't know. We can expand that 484. I'm not sure exactly. I'm trying to understand what you're talking about. Um, social norm of unconventional acceptance, love as a trauma response. Why is that? You seem to be labeled any that isn't the social norm. I mean, what? And again, too, like, what's the social norm nowadays is a huge thing, right? Socially, it's not 20 years ago, right? What's socially normal and socially acceptable. Um, the grand scheme of things, a lot of things are more acceptable. And I don't think the social norm is a lot of what is socially normal is not are all based on trauma responses. And I could be wrong on that too. Help me figure out what we're talking about. 489. Express yourself a little bit deeper, and I don't know. And it is a great question, James. I haven't seen aliens and alien spacecraft, and no one cares that creators of us. It creates a lot of trauma. I have seen. Oh, you've seen. Okay, I thought. Why did I just read? I have not. No, I'm with you. I have that one experience we talked about as a younger man. Brother, you're safe. You're secure. I hope they don't come back and pick your ass up. And if they do, they're better off for it because you're a great man, James. I believe you. I'm here for you. No joking. I love you, brother. How are you, STL? I'm holding up, doing better today than I was yesterday, and a lot better than the day before that. And slow and steady, we're healing together. St. Louis, Missouri. Who are we talking about? Me? I'm still in New York, brother. I'm not sure who is. Anybody out there in St. Louis, Missouri? My damn old phone needs charging. I wish you blessings and peace. Thank you, peace. Do me a favor, peace. Jump onto the and let me know what you think of some stuff. Check out some of the playlists. Check out my featured long form. Let me know what you think, if you don't mind. Looking to get some feedback as I get back into growing this community of love and compassion. I'm glad you're around, and I appreciate you subscribing and joining the turtle herd. Did you whoop your butt today? Me, W9 for today. I had. I don't know. I'm not going to beat myself up today. No, I didn't. I woke up. I almost did. I almost kept pushing. When I woke up at 3 this morning, I almost got up and started running again because I had this boost of energy, and I hung out for a while. I ate a little something, and then I realized, 4 hours of sleep isn't enough, and 20 is too much. Like, I don't have to worry about what I'm doing. I got to go back to sleep for a while. And then when I woke up with this clarity and understanding that it doesn't have to be 0 or 100, and it shouldn't be 0 or 100. Today has to be about that 50%. Today has to be about having the conversation and feeding myself, working around the house a little bit. It doesn't have to be about jumping off on the next great adventure so I can set myself free, because that'll happen. I just got to stop trying to force it. It doesn't have to be about laying around and feeling pointless and depressed and broken, because I don't want to be there anymore. I don't deserve it. And I understand I don't deserve it because I know you don't. I'm going to start taking my own medicine. What was up? Have a Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you, Heather 397. Thank you, Miss Star. Your tears yourself apart. Tearing yourself apart. Nah, I think we're all right, brother. I think you're all right. I think you should find a little bit more compassion and love for yourself. I'm not even going to respond BR to that second part of that conversation, or the second part of your statement, because I'm going to assume you're joking and trying to make light. But if someone's hurting you and tearing you apart in that way, I hope you find some peace, brother. Setting the boulder of pain down here at your feet, and not allowing you to make me feel awkward and weird the way somebody made you feel. Because that's the truth of it, and I understand that completely. If you're in here trying to spread pain, fear, and anxiousness and weirdness, it's because you feel that way. You don't have to make me feel that way to feel accepted here. You can be open and honest with whatever's going on with you, BR. I love you, trolls. Work it. Yeah, tell them, work it. We're going to set the boulder of pain right down at your feet there, Titan. I'm okay today. I'm framing some prints today that I've had sitting in the closet for a couple of years. I have problems with ownership of my home. I don't feel worthy sometimes. Thank you, Titan. Thank you for expressing yourself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member of the Turtle Herd. And thank you for doing that next little thing. Thank you for inspiring me to know that it's good enough for you. It should be good enough for me. I'm sitting here having a conversation with you guys. We're gonna go out here into the kitchen, and I'm gonna clean up this flat top, and I'm gonna make myself an omelet, and we'll do it together, right? You guys can't really tell how trash the kitchen is from that point of view. So whatever, we'll do that. Come here, you bastard. You're not gonna move now? Oh. There we go. Bam. Talk all this self-care BS, and then I'm not even taking care of myself. Thank you, Titan. Unfortunately, Titan and Brew passed away quite a few years. Oh, you did say that. I'm sorry about that, brother. I appreciate, just honor them. That's amazing. I'm feeling like I should be enjoying my home at times. For me, my home. Yeah, brother, you just keep working past it. I understand that feeling too, right? I mean, I got this thing that I let fall to shit because no one shows up, but that's just a symptom of my depression and anxiety, and the self-worth that I don't have at times because I spend too much time inside my own head. But yeah, it's time to make those small steps, man. I'm going to clean my house today too. We're going to start by making an omelet. What's up, Big Dog? JBT, what's up? I'm glad to see you still kicking, man. Remember me as DraftKings. Yes, DraftKings. I had to change my name. Whatever happened to the Galactic Avenger? Dude, go back in my lives and you'll see us junking the old Galactic Avenger a while back. Let me put you here while I clean I want to be able to read whatever. Well, I got to clean the flat top off. You can tell I made some eggs yesterday, day before or something. Didn't really take care of the thing, but let's see if I can't figure out a way to. I gotta heat this thing up. There we go. Come here, you baby. Had to get junked there, Drafts Book. We had a live where we let her go while we were in Georgia. The subframe went on the old Galactic Avenger, but she'll always have a place on the playlist. Where are we? I'm not feeling yeah. What's up, Big Brug? David T, I'm glad to have you back there, Sportsbook. I'm glad that you're here, brother. We've been through a lot of bullshit lately, but it's good to have you back. Let me start this. There we go. Get it heated up. Get this cleaned up. Jesus, man, I'm so far behind. But it's all right. I'm not going to worry about it. I guess I can't stick you here because I got to at least wash a spatula while the flat top heats up so I can clean that up. Oh, country, it's good to see you. But yeah, the Galactic Avenger got junked, man. That camper car is no longer. This, that, and the other thing happened. And we have a Ford Fusion? No, Ford Forte, or no, Kia Forte is what we've got now. A good friend of mine let me borrow it for a while, decided to virtually finance it to me. Laura, thank you again for Chris doing that for me. And Laura, if you're still out there, you want to come hang out, have some lunch. I could use some help and motivation to I'm going to do this today. I'm going to have you guys stick around if you don't mind helping me out by just being here because I got a lot to do, but we're going to start by doing something. Laura, the door's open if you ain't got nothing going on. It'd be nice to have somebody physically here to help me get moving. But yeah, I got to wash a few things at least to start to can't really cook with them spatulas, right? Get the water warmed up. But yeah, the Galactic Avenger is no longer, but you can always check out the Galactic Avenger in my playlist, My Car, the Galactic Avenger. My Dodge Avenger, I ripped the back seats out of, ripped the passenger seat out of it, made it into a camper car, drove it across the country doing the next right thing, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, double tap that screen, your thumbs won't fall off. Subscribe, become a member of the Turtle Herd. Join the conversation, and let us know how you're doing. If a no is all you got in you, that's fine, but please express yourself to your best of your ability. It'd really be appreciated. Help us find a way to heal and grow despite the struggle. insecure out there and don't know what to say, believe me, I know that. I spent too long, too many times, too many situations not saying the thing, but we're going to say the thing today. Hey, friend, the country, happy I could find your live. I'm happy here, too. I'm here for it. Awesome. Country will keep me company while I save the beard for $100. King Zone. For $100. How about this? For $100, I keep the goatee. Send it to my Cash App. It's in my description. King Court. You send me $100, I'll go down to a goatee again. You send me 200, I'll go completely soft and smooth. How's that sound? But you send it to my Cash App in the description of this channel with a little thing saying, this is King, I want you to shave for 100, go to the goatee. For 200, go off completely. And King, it'll be shaved as soon as you send me the money. I'll do it on the live, brother. I hope you get through it to the other side, pal. We're working on it, country. We're working on it, and we're really close. Yeah, I'm going to use some of that ham, Laura, to make an omelet. That's what we're doing. It's crazy how quickly things can change, country. It's and I just want to put out there, I really appreciate the comments, that pop in here and there, even when I go kind of radio silent for a while. It really means a lot to me to hear from you guys, because sometimes I don't have the energy to hold this together, and that's just the reality of it. Is I didn't have it, man. I ain't got it in me. Depression is the need for deep rest. I believe that completely. And then we struggle to take that rest as we need it, even if we're shutting down. I do. I'm going to say we, but maybe we. I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, country, it's getting better every moment, right? Slow and steady, right? Slow and steady. I have another thing to clean this thing, but I don't know. I don't know. It's all good, though. It's all good. Just give me a second. We'll get caught up on these comments. Make an omelet. If you don't know how to make an omelet, you're gonna stick around for a while. It's not so complicated. We got some professional equipment, not necessarily, somewhere in between. These spatulas are pretty professional. These spatulas are nicer than spatulas I've had in a lot of different restaurants, so can't really say that they're not professional. This little Blackstone flat top really isn't the whatever. Let's see what we got here with ham in it. JBT says, that was epic, Scott. Content. I miss the casino talks and coffee. Hope you are doing well, man. JBT, I hope you're doing well too, brother. You holding up all right? Let's talk a little bit about how you're doing, man. It's been too long there, Sports King, right? What's the weather like in New York? I'll give you a little preview if you want. That's heating up. Let's I'll take you and show you out into the backyard, since it'll be the best view. But there's a little bit of snow going on here. And this, let's see. There's still a little bit of snow on the ground. There was a hell of a lot more snow on the ground. It got really warm here for a couple days. But yeah, that's our weather. How's the weather there in Texas, country? Hey, Laura. 200 to keep it. Shit, now we're going to start a bidding war. You give me $200 to get. If he sends me 200, I already kind of made a deal with him. I highly doubt. People are so full of shit on here. I highly doubt that 200 will hit, but for $200, it'll grow back. Do it. Dude, hell yeah, I'll do it for $200. I feel you. I've been up and down, off and on. Its struggle is real. Well, thank you for expressing yourself, country. It is real, right? It's the holiday season, maybe. It's life. It's just bullshit. I don't know. I do know. I'm going to stop diminishing what I know. I do know. It's a fucking struggle out there in the world. And thank you, country. If you ever feel that way, and you can, I know everybody says that, right? Just call me, just whatever, just reach out. it's like I understand how pointless it can feel to reach out, right? I understand how, well, what's the whatever. Well, it means a lot to me when you guys ask me how I'm doing and you guys send me those messages on the channel, right? It means a lot. Maybe it'll help if you're feeling it when you're feeling that way, country, to kind of just reach out on the channel and let me know, man. Let me know. Start a conversation there at least, because it really helps me to understand that I'm not alone, But yeah, get the flat top nice and cleaned off. Always kind of doing it this way until the water runs clear. Wiping it off, and then we'll put a little bit of oil on there, kind of, I don't know what they call it, sealing it or curing it or whatever, who knows, whatever. This is how I do what I do. But I appreciate you communicating, man. Anything specifically, country, you want to chat about? Know that you're cared for and appreciated. Where's that oil at? I got an open thing of oil right here somewhere. There we go. A little bit of oil on there. I know multitasking ain't helping us get through the comments, but I'm in no rush today. Give me a little bit of time. I'll get to everybody's comments. Stick around for a little while. Engage with each other. If you have anything to say about anything that anybody's saying, feel free to communicate. You guys wouldn't believe how trashed my kitchen is. I don't really want to expose myself in that manner. I kind of want to hide from it. But I appreciate you keeping me company as we do so, slow and steady. Oh, there, we're at the bottom. I feel you. It's been up to 65 here, 65 in Texas. Titan, that's awesome, country. When I feel down, try to tackle a task that I've been putting off, procrastinating about, and just keeping my mind damn straight, Titan. Damn straight, country. Seasonal affective disorder happens during this time of year. Without a doubt. I've heard this before. Without a doubt. I tend to run from the cold, from the winter. I don't know. Looking forward to running again. Looking forward to the next adventure, but let's start simply, right? I need to figure out what I'm doing with Bun Bun. I need to get the house straightened out. I got 1,000 little things, I spent a couple days getting myself back on track, kind of working my hands to the bone, driving around in circles for 13 hours a day for a couple days. That's how I broke the mold, depression and anxiety a little bit, and yeah. Hey, brother, what's up? Ruby, it's good to see you. Chunk, how you doing, bro? Chunkaroo, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Double tap that screen, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know you're doing all right. Let me know you're not. Whatever it is, man. I appreciate you being here with me while I find the motivation to do something with myself. Spend a little bit of time in this kitchen. What's up today, everyone? First thing we're going to do is make an omelet. That's what's up today. First things first. Make an omelet. A ham and cheese omelet. And then maybe doing some cleaning and some picking up. Starting simple, slow and steady. That's what's up today, my friends. Simply starting slow and steady. Ooh, do I not have any eggs? Okay, I guess I'm not having omelets. I must have ate the last of the eggs. I thought I had eggs in here. Shit. Well, that sucks. All I got in here is ham. Well, I gotta eat something. Well, the flat top's clean. Yeah, I must have finished off the eggs. So we ain't gonna be cooking. I'll just eat some cold ham. Yo, brother, what's up, everyone? Yum. Yeah, I don't have any bread, Titan, so the ham, really grilling it. Just ham with cheese on it? I don't think I have. Let's see. Maybe that might not be a bad idea. I don't even have any cheese in here. Dude, you guys would be ashamed to see I haven't been grocery shopping. I haven't You want to see what depression and anxiety does to you? I mean, I'll show you guys. Whatever. Here it is. This is my kitchen right now. This is where I'm living. I just cleaned up the flat top, all this bullshit. This is what I've been doing to myself. That's the reality of what it's done to me. In my kitchen. And there's my refrigerator full of condiments. I can have some pickles. I got some ham over there. That's about it. And yeah, but today's about not getting overwhelmed by all this bullshit, because that's what the anxiety and depression gets me to do. I'm going to take a little break to gear. You know what? I'm going to eat some of this ham and then go from there. What do you say, Laura? You want to come over and give me a hand? You got the time? You know, no expectations. You don't have to come over. It'd be nice to have someone to hang out with while I do this in person. Possibly give me a hand if you feel up for it. If not, that's whatever. Bring some eggs. I'll make us omelets. Road King 2K, good to see you. Good day to you too, good sir. Country, no judgment. Well, I'm judging myself. Because I've been putting off doing anything. I'm just going to be honest, right? And expose myself so that I can find the inspiration to change it, because I don't like how my whole house was kind of like that. Not as bad as the kitchen, I don't think, but yeah. You sent me the Discord link. Awesome, Tree Farmer. I'm going to post that. I'm going to change the Discord link in the description today. That's one small thing I can do. And yeah, slow and steady. Thank you, country. I know, Titan, dude. I have not been taking care of myself. That's one of the things that I'm willing to admit openly. Depression and anxiety, that combo platter can really has really caused me to kind of like push the limits on care for myself. I haven't been sleeping well. I haven't been hydrating. I haven't been eating. You know, it's like these masochistic tendencies that kind of fall into place that habituate the pain, shame, and fear to continuously grow. And we just keep doing it. I keep doing it. And, but we're breaking the mold. First, by admitting it. And secondly, by doing something about it. I'm doing something about it. I'm eating, with ham. Get something in me, having a cup of coffee, having a conversation. Tree Farmer, I'm glad we can be together, brother. I'm looking forward to having a conversation with you, man. Never been able to hear your voice. That'd be nice. Hello, friend. I must confess that I just woke up with need someone. Well, Angry, I suggest you take that bullshit somewhere else. Because I don't want to hear that shit. Who wants to hear that shit? You're not going to infuriate me. You're not going to make me feel awkward and weird. I'll tell you that. You're just going to make yourself look like a moron saying shit like that. Now, if you want to figure out why you're trying to hand that boulder of pain and shame and resentment to us, we can have a real conversation. If you want to continue your bullshit, we'll continue to call you out on it. You know, this isn't the place or time there, Angry. You're obviously angry. You're angry at the world. Who hurt you? Who did these things? Who made you feel so ashamed and abused and broken that you're going to try to hand us that boulder of pain? I'm not going to feel that way because you say some awkward, weird shit in the comments. You know, and none of us here are going to feed into that in the way that you would hope so that we could feel broken and ashamed and lost with you. I can definitely relate to that. Combo platter. Damn straight, dude. The combo platter when it comes to emotional health is kind of crazy. Angry, you're welcome. You hit hard this morning. Damn straight. That was really rude of you, man. I appreciate you admitting that. Stick around for a while, though, brother. Subscribe. Become a member of the Turtle Herd. Let's evaluate why we do these things and try to hand the boulder of pain to the people around us, especially when someone's trying to heal us. You know, it can be so uncommon that there's real actual compassion and care in the world that when we run across it, we try to stomp it out because it causes fear in our hearts. Take it to OF country. Yeah, man, stick around here for a while. Fuck the OF, dude. It's a good, if you can't get over it and that's really what's going on, then yes. But I suggest angry stick around for a while and find the medicine. I suggest you find a way to understand what's making you come on here and respond that way. Is it easier to to start a conversation that way in some weird, angry way that may help you feel comfortable so that we may feel that way that you feel? Yeah, well, it broke the barrier. I'm glad you broke the barrier. I'm glad you said something, Angry. Continue the conversation. Do me a favor, evaluate why you're trying to hand that boulder of pain and express yourself here. Ellie, I'm doing good in the moment. I'm not, I'm accepting the way things are. I really thought we were going to be able to make an omelet. I guess I don't have any eggs. I'm not going to add anything else onto the list because I got some ham in front of me right now. So slow and steady. It's going to be what it's going to be. And I'm going to accept that I'm out of eggs. I'm going to accept that my house is trashed. I'm going to accept that I can't just go running off into the horizon. And I'm going to appreciate that we can be here and have this conversation. That's what I'm doing today. That's what I'm doing. Laura, are you still around? Angry. Here's the thing, Angry. I don't know, maybe triggered a little bit, yeah. Because it's inappropriate and wrong for you to be putting shit out there like that. But I don't think fully. I think that most of what I'm saying is truly trying to help you. Because I understand how, I've had a few bad breakups in open, honest communications. Not lately. And that has nothing to do with my response. Have you ever had a bad breakup? Are you going through a bad breakup? It seems like a lot of times, it's maybe that's what's causing you to lash out the way you're lashing out, trying to hand the boulder of pain. Ellie, thank you. You're an amazing human being for being here and angry, whatever you're going through, brother. What's causing you to be this way? What causes you to try to make the people that you interact with feel shameful? And I mean, you obviously got to understand that saying something like that isn't going to like make someone feel positive and good, right? Like you're trying to make someone feel as awkward and ashamed as broken as you feel. I guarantee you that. Who made you feel that way? To you answer that question honestly. Sorry, I had to step away for a second. I am homeless. I'm at the homeless shelter right now for. That's awesome. KY, tree farmer, man. I was thinking about, here's the thing. I don't want to add too much to my plate, right? I got to take care of me. I was thinking about doing some kind of volunteering, some kind of something for Christmas, but, maybe it's I need to volunteer some time for me. I need to take care of me. I need to know that, that just because I feel better in this moment, that it's still a struggle. I got a lot to do here. I got a lot to do to get back on track. Feel free to double tap that screen. Your thumbs won't fall off. Share this conversation with anybody who might be struggling out there so we can find a sense of peace together. Anybody who might be having a little bit of that seasonal disorder, a little bit of that disdain for Christmas, anybody feeling that little bit of bah humbug like a brother angry out there. And double tap that screen. Your thumbs won't fall off. Send some hearts, some love, some hundos up here on the side. That always helps grow the conversation. Ellie, you can't take care of others if you don't take care of yourself. I like that quote, Ellie. You're 110% right. Al used to say, yourself, your family, your community in that order is the only way it works. And I always thought that I was taking care of myself because I took care of everybody else, but I was conditioned to find value in caring for everybody around me it's how I was raised, right? And that didn't help me find value in me or help me. And I still, that's why I'll sit here in my depression and anxiety and not do anything, and it doesn't matter because no one's going to show up. So what does it matter? So this place, who cares if it's trashed? Well, you know what? That's not taking care of me. That's not what I would tell you. That's not what I would, if I went to someone's house and it looked like that and I loved them and cared for them, the first step I would tell them is to get their shit in order so that they don't have to look at it because it makes a difference, Titan says, hang on, where you at? God damn it. Let's see. Cool. There was a time I thought that no one could relate to the gruesome way in which I'm damaged. Gruesome way in which I was damaged, but letting my walls down, I can sometimes set you straight. You can sometimes set you straight. We're all living in the same shit sandwich. And not everybody can understand the bullshit you've been through, but there is people out there that can, and I think maybe I can understand most of it. I've been through a lot. I mean, it might be stuff I can't understand. It might be stuff that I can't understand that James can, or that Ellie can, or that, that's why it takes a community to grow. That's why it takes a group, because you're not the first person that it's ever happened to. And I don't say that to diminish whatever you're going through. I say that because we find growth and healing through figuring out what medicine can help you grow past whatever struggle you've been through. Cool. And I appreciate your communication. That means a lot. I hope you decide to subscribe. I hope everybody decides to subscribe, become a member of the Turtle Herd. Double tap that screen. Check out the channel, please. Check out the channel. Let me know how I'm doing. I don't consider myself like a YouTuber. I consider, I started this to kind of share my adventure, and it's grown into what I need, which is a community of open communication and a place to spread the wisdom that I've been given so I can honor my father on his journey. LA, there was a time I thought there was no one. Okay, yep. This year isn't going to be easy. Last year wasn't. Ellie, this year isn't going to be easy. No, there's going to be good times, bad times. There's going to be love. There's going to be appreciation, hope. There's going to be pain and loss and grief. There's going to be life. There's going to be struggles. There's going to be pain. But when we can get back to a place of positive thinking, we can understand that pain has a purpose, Ellie. And I'm here with you. Just understand that pain equals growth, right? The harder you push, the sorer you're going to be, the stronger you'll be the day after that. We don't give up because we're sore. We understand that we're growing because the struggle is going to help us become something more. And it's going to be a hard year. It's going to be a beautiful year too. It's going to be a year of growth and inspiration and love. It's going to be whatever reality we manifest. Manifest destiny isn't some weird spiritual thing that's some hokey bullshit. Manifest destiny is shaping the world around us depending on what energy we put out there into the world. You're going to be hopeful, you're going to be loving, you're going to be positive, then positive, hopeful things are going to happen. I guarantee you that. And whether positive, hopeful things are happening and you're angry, like yesterday with the heater going out, was I angry in the moment? Yes. But then in retrospect, we can realize that moment has helped me to realize that I got to slow down. I got to stop worrying about just running away from all this pain and struggle. I got a lot to do here, and that's enough. And you guys have helped me to realize that, and I want to thank you for that. I'm going to have to roll. Got a doctor's appointment at 2:00. I need the Uber. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Titan. I look forward to hearing from you again, Titan. It would really be appreciated. If you appreciate it, action beyond words, man. I just ask you to go out there and comment on some of my shorts, check out some of my playlists, check out Coffee Talk. I'd really like to see your opinion on Coffee Talk, my featured long form on the channel, Titan. As you become a valued member of this community, I'd really like to know what you have to say about that thing I worked hard on to help me get motivation, or at least to help me to know what I did wrong, maybe. I don't know. But thank you, Titan. I appreciate you. Tree Farmer, hey, man, you're always welcome here. If you help out in any way, you just let me know. Discord is for us to talk about. I think we do need to chat about that, Tree Farmer. I think the first step of the next journey is going to be straight to somewhere warm and put my feet in the sand. I got this epic understanding of what I want to do, head west. I want to set myself free and bring you guys along with me, and live idealistically for a while and let go completely. And then, but the next adventure, you have got to be part of that. More likely on the way back through, just because of the weather and because of where I've been at. But we'll chat a little bit more about that, man. Maybe I should stop on the way back down, on the way down, if it's convenient, for a day or so. Just to say hi and see your place. We've been talking a lot of, I've been talking a lot of shit for a while about that, and you become a valued member of this community, this turtle herd, right? This brotherhood and sisterhood of open, honest communication, Tree Farmer, and you've been a true testimony to what that means. Especially since I thought that I was going to be able to give you that the Galactic Avenger, man, and you really earned it. And then through anxiety, depression, grief, bullshit, blah blah blah, my insanity, and then the car breaking, it didn't work out well, and you accepted all of that, and that's amazing, man. I appreciate you, Tree Farmer. I suggest everybody go check out Tree Farmer's YouTube channel, KY Tree Farmer. It's pretty cool, man. I like it. I think we're both on the kind of same page as we're trying to express ourselves in this platform. We're not some big YouTube, whatever. It seems very authentic and real and gritty, and I enjoy it. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Who trashed your house? Angry, I trashed my house. I trashed it. Over the course of the last couple months, falling into my depression and anxiety. I haven't been coming on here. I haven't been expressing myself. I have not been taking my emotional medicine, man. And I fell into a really dark place of grief, anger, and depression. And but we're breaking that mold, and I'm trying to express how with you guys, so that if you're out there and stuck in this, you can break it too. There's a way to break that mold of depression, anxiety, and grief. What does your face look like that? Why does your face look like that? I don't know. I was born like that, G Money. Why does your face look like that, bro? I don't know what to tell you. Ellie, this is the first Christmas without my cat. Everyone says she would lay on the pension of the presents and would spend like 5 minutes trying to get her off. Aw. Well, Ellie, I said love to your kitty, and I know how losing those companions can be a hard thing there, Ellie. Thank you so much for expressing yourself. Sending love to your kitty. Cool. 6325. I question Has Been Hotel. Was quoting Has Been Hotel. What did you quote up here more? Cool. There's the thoughts. Well, I appreciate you bringing that wisdom to us. Cool. Has Been Hotel. Is that like a series or something? Again, if you guys want me to check something out to understand what you're talking about, if that's a series or like a band or something, it's going to have to be mentioned in the comments, and I'll check it out. Hopefully I'll have some comments on a couple of my shorts that refer to some music. We were referred to some good music today. Vac, I normally come to troll races on lives, but you seem like you're being a genuine nice guy. Carry on. Thank you, Vac. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being here. Subscribe, brother. Become a member of the Turtle Herd, and we can discuss how you're doing, brother. And since you started the conversation of this trolling thing, is there a particular reason why you do it? Why you get joy out of it? Are you willing to admit that possibly you do this thing because you're trying to alleviate your pain through handing the boulder of pain? I think that's what a lot of trolls do, man. A lot of trolls hand a boulder of pain, because it feels good, right? It's instant gratification. It's instant gratification to hand the boulder of pain out, but it's not real gratification. It comes back tenfold. And now we're both holding a boulder of pain because, either trolling or egging or negging or teasing or whatever we do to alleviate that pain, man, it's not true healing and growth. Open, honest communication is how we get there, brother. And I hope, Vac, I really hope that you could stick around. We could expand our conversations. Ellie, you retracted something. Please, you can say whatever you need to say here. What have I done to deserve this? Deserve what, Ellie? Deserve what? Please express yourself. Have you taken your meds today? Ellie, have I taken my meds? Medicine. I'm not on any physical medication. I'm taking my medicine right now through open, honest communication. I'm I'm going to be listening to some music, and I'm going to be starting slow and steady in cleaning up the house is going to be my first medicine when I get off here. I want to be able to focus on expressing and communicating while I'm on here. So I'm kind of putting that off for a little while. I tried calling Crank. I know my phone has changed. Crank. Tree Farmer. Thank God. Crank, you're here, brother. I don't have your number. I never saved it because I'm an idiot. And on the new phone, I've been wanting to talk to you about a handful of things, man. I've been in a really dark place. Shit's been fucked up once again. But I miss you, man. I want to see how the kids are doing. I want to chat with you a little bit, Crank. Tree Farmer said that he sent me a link to the Discord. I got to download Discord into this phone. If you could send me a link, I know you sent a link a while back. I tried to click on it and then I couldn't because this phone didn't have it on there. You know me and technology sometimes, brother. But yes, I got to get you my new number, man. I don't want to just blast it on here. But we got to get onto Discord so we could chat a little bit outside of here. But it's good to see you, brother. In general, how you doing? Cool. Is it animated show? It is an animated show. It's great. The 10 quotes come from the song Long Loser Baby. Okay. Well, thank you, Cool. Do me a favor and emphasize both of those, Cool, into a comment on my channel somewhere so that I can remember to check them out later. I will not remember. I don't know what's going on with that. I hope you're well, country. Thank you. Hurt people. Damn straight they do, country. Vac. I troll religious people that take advantage of less intelligent people, monetarily and spiritually. I also troll narcissists that refer to themselves by any Surus. Okay. All right, then. I get that. I can see that. You're out there doing creator's work, right? You're out there doing what you think is right. All right. I'm glad for that. That's a little bit different than what a lot of trolls do. That's just why I was pointing out whatever. But Vac, you're in the right place, man. We don't take any of that shit either. I don't think that, we don't troll religion in general. We accept a God of your understanding here. So I don't ever try to talk any smack about anybody's religion when they bring up any religion. So that's kind of the contents here. If anybody brings up a certain religion, we appreciate them expressing their religion and their God of their understanding is basically how we handle it here. But I understand the sentiment of where you're coming from, especially appreciate you being truthful and honest. But yeah, I don't think that anybody should control anybody, especially through a religious avenue or spiritual avenue. 666. It's good to see you. Hello, welcome in. Every year someone dying that I am really close to. It happened 7 straight years and it's like I'm cursed. Ellie, we can chat about that a little bit. And I don't want you to, let's be real, Elliot, I don't want you to feel diminished because of what I've been through. There's no comparison, right? This isn't a trauma Olympics here that I'm trying to get into with you, Ellie, but I'm also trying to help you understand you're not alone. I've lost a lot. All right. In the last decade or so, I've lost both the brothers that took me in and made me family. I lost their father. I lost my mother. I lost my grandmother. I lost my stepfather, and I lost my cousin. All these people were very essential people in my life. It left me with this bitterness in my heart that made me feel like if I loved anybody, they would die. It caused me to respond in trauma when love has crossed my path since then, whether I realized it or not, to push love away. I've learned a lot from this passings. I've learned a lot from my grief. But we got to figure out a way to not expect that to continuously happening. It's not you, Ellie. It's not me. You're not saving people by not being around them. You're condemning them. You're taking something away from them because you have value. I have value. And I'm realizing that when I'm in my right mind, but I don't realize that when I'm in my right mind. When I look at the trend of things, right? When you roll the dice and it's snake eyes 15 times in a row, it's going to be snake eyes again. You know it, right? Like you could feel it. That's just what it is. Like, if the people you love keep passing, and just last week, I lost a friend I grew up with that was like a sister. Now we haven't talked in decades and she was on She's been an addict for a long time, and that's the lifestyle I got away from a long time ago. But she lost her life to her addiction just last week, and it hurt. I love this person that I didn't chat with. She was like a sister to me, and Ellie, yeah, it hurts. It's going to keep hurting, and there's going to be times where we can handle it and be something more, and there's going to be times we can't. So, but just know you're not alone. Just know that you're not alone and that you're loved and you're appreciated. And my phone's going to die, so we're going to have to cut out here soon. I am here while always in the back seat. I appreciate you, James. I look forward to seeing you too, James, but, we're not going to make any big plans. I'm not going to put any expectations on myself. Country, yeah, the glasses are new. I had a friend of mine gift me a pair of glasses because I have a hard time. Wow, that's rough. I've been wearing these for a while. I have a hard time reading. Reading as it is, but then seeing small writing lately has gotten rough for me. So a friend of mine bought me a pair of glasses. I lost them. So I went out and bought these yesterday, and now I can actually see the letters. Now all we got to do is struggle with the dyslexic ADD bullshit my brain pulls on me to hopefully pull out some sentiment and express what you guys are talking about. Is it 666? If by gay you mean happy, giddy, and joyful, not always, brother. Not always. In this moment, pretty excited, pretty happy, pretty joyful. And 666, I don't know if you could say I'm your favorite anything channel. I haven't heard any comments from you at all on any of my channel. Just because you're in here having a conversation with me, how can I be your favorite anything channel? Get on there and check out and let's see your opinion, your real opinion on some of the stuff I got going on the channel, and then I'll take what you have to say for more than just bullshit. And and on top of that too, if you're trying to, let's just point this out, if you're trying to like diminish me, you're about 20 years too late, because I don't know if that's an insult anymore. Like I don't see, I've never seen it as an insult, but like even societally normally, like saying that isn't an insult. Like people think if you're not, because I'm not, I get people that like kind of insult me for being straight. Like I'm insulting the, you know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. It's like kind of flipped around. Like back when I was younger, when I was a kid, it was like, you'd say that to insult somebody. Now it's like, if you're cis, you're like, it's like supposed to be just as insulting as what calling someone gay was in the past. It's whatever. Not that any of that matters to me. 666, you're accepted for exactly who you are, brother. Straight, gay, bi, whatever color of the rainbow, whatever section of the rainbow you are. We don't care where you put it, when you put it there, brother. Again, the trans thing is not what matters, who you are, 666. I hope you decided to subscribe, man. No way advertising on this channel. I know, finally a troll. Let's see if the 666 got the balls to stick around for a little while, or if you're going to curl up and shrivel like every other troll that comes in here. Or no, we got our buddy troll too that you're talking about. The other real Vac. Vac seems like a cool troll, but 666, I almost guarantee he's going to be one of those that shrivel up and fall away really quickly under the weight of the truth. My mate called me, but I don't have the energy to call him, but I want to update him. Ellie, text him that. Text him it. I'm hurting. I don't know what to say. I don't have the energy. That's enough. I want to answer the phone, but I don't have the energy. Give me a little time. We'll talk when I do have the energy. Do that for me, please. And if he's really your mate, he really cares about you, that'll be enough. But it's okay to say that. No's a reasonable answer. Maybe's a reasonable answer. I don't have the energy right now, but I love you. I'm in a rough, dark place. Pray for me. I don't know what to say. You want to stop over, help me pick up the house? You want to stop over and bring some sandwiches or make sandwiches? I don't have the energy to be on the phone right now. Whatever you have the energy to say or do or want or don't want is enough, Ellie. Vac, if you troll religious people on live, they generally turn hateful. Yeah, it's funny, right? I am Catholic. I am not against religion. I am against using religion as a form. Yeah, Vac, I'm with you. I'm a very spiritual human being, and I'm not against religion. Thank you for pointing that out. And you're right, man. I don't. A lot of people, and I just be real, and this might not be something a lot of people want to hear, but I'm going to say it. A lot of people hide behind religion for false validation, and then they show their true colors when you kind of say things they don't like, right? They don't embody this understanding that the WWJD per se, um, uh, they lose track of all that spiritual stuff as soon as you test them a little bit. And you're right, man. I don't, and you should. And here's the thing: whether you're right or wrong, you're telling your truth, Vac. And if they get angry and respond in anger, then you're probably right. You're probably right that they're trying to control somebody through their religious point of view, or they're trying to manipulate somebody. A lot of people try to do that. I'm not saying that anybody particular is, but I think that you're doing what you feel like's the next right thing, brother. And you're welcome here. I appreciate you. Manipulation, damn straight. We don't true, honest, real communication, Vac. I really would like to see your dude. Can you do me a favor and watch Coffee Talk, my featured long form on my YouTube channel, man, and leave a comment there what you think. I mean, it's bullshit. It's me and my brother chatting about real spiritual shit, but like I really enjoyed making that, and I'm trying to find the motivation to make another one. And I really I appreciate you coming in here. Anybody that wants to comment on that particular it's 7 minutes, man. It's just a little animated thing, put to a conversation me and my brother had about life. Um, Thanks, man. I mean so much right now. You're right, Ellie. And whatever you're going through is okay. I'm here with you. You do whatever you got to do. There is an age limit on here. Just wondering. There's no age limit on here. Um, you know, I mean, we have adult conversations. So if you can't handle adult conversation, then you're in the wrong place. But I don't think that an adult conversation is a bad thing for anybody to hear at any age. I mean, we're not talking about anything adult that whatever. We're talking about being an adult, being alive. We're talking about coping mechanisms and depression and grief and whatever. So whatever you are, man, is okay, Ellie. It's okay. You're human and you feel, whatever age you are. And I hope we can help. Love you, brother. I love you too, Crank. I really miss you, man. Hopefully we could get this straightened out today so I can talk to you. Please, man. Put another link to the Discord and somewhere on the page, and I'll check it out here later on. And I'll do what I got to do to get back on there so we could chat. I need to get your number. I really would like to talk to you specifically about, in general, to catch up. But I want to talk to you. I don't know, me and technology. The last payment YouTube was supposed to bring me a couple months ago because it was like they pay you when you hit $100. Never hit my account, and I've tried to send them a couple emails. Maybe you can help me figure that out. On top of that, I want to, powwow about getting back onto the ball about doing this, what my game plan should be, get some friendly advice from a brother about what I should be doing and where my motivation should be, and get out of my own head and stop going into this dangerous neighborhood that is my mind alone, brother. That's I don't know. I love you, man. It's really good to see you. You send Anna and Nova my love and the missus. Tell Jen I said what's up. Tell on your most recent short. Thank you so much, cool. I'm going to check them out. Okay, I will. Good, Ellie. Vac, I may have to start actually trolling you if you keep talking with food in your mouth. You're right. I probably shouldn't. I didn't eat. I was hungry. I probably shouldn't, fucking leaving the door open and walking shoes on and all kinds of bullshit, savage nature crap I shouldn't be doing, and eating with my mouth full. One of those things. Thank you for calling me out, Vac. You're right. I'm having a hard time letting go because I'm really enjoying the conversation today. I really hope you decided to subscribe, Vac. Become a member of the Turtle Herd. No, don't do anything because I told you to. I'm enjoying our conversation, you being a part of this. I really appreciate who you are and what you're doing because you're a unique individual. You're being honest about who you are and what you do and why you do it. I think that's really cool. I'm going to check out your channel if there's anything going on there. And I really would just like your opinion on Coffee Talk, man. It's not necessary. If you want to check it out, I think it's an interesting thing I created. I'm proud of it. And I'm trying to find the motivation to make another, maybe some advice on what I could do different or better. I did, and I'm intrigued by your personality. Yeah, me too, man. I'm intrigued by yours. But brothers and sisters out there in YouTube land, I have a good day, man. I'll catch you later. I'll catch you later too. I got to get going myself. This one took a little bit longer than usual. I got some stuff I got to do around the house, and I got to focus on me today, slow and steady. I want you to take that medicine out there today too. Special shout out to Vac and Ellie. Ellie, in your open, honest communication. Vac, thank you for being a part of this. James and Crank, it was so great seeing you. Cool. I'm really appreciate you being here, and appreciate you pointing out the medicine that you're going to point out on my channel. To everybody else that was in today, 666. Obviously lost the balls to be part of this conversation really quickly. See those weak trolls that can't handle a real conversation. They leave as soon as you call them out on it. Thank you for being the weak troll that you are, 666, and helping us acknowledge that people in pain try to hand us the boulder of pain and giving us an avenue to understand that we could set that boulder of pain and not let it affect us. Angry. There woke up. Angry was another one of our trolls that came in today that couldn't handle a nice, real, honest conversation. Scary, yo, it was good seeing you. I'm just scrolling back up through here. Let's see what our top fans had to say today. James, Laura, and Scary. 1, 2, 3. 361 points, James. Brother, I hope they see you again. Miss B, you were pretty awesome too. I'm glad we had that Danny 600 was a great dude, great the Titan. Thank you for being in today. Beast, Country, our buddy YouTube, he added to the conversation. 489 was, Angry was our troll. Vac, a whole bunch of people on here. But a big shout out to those top fans today for your comments. I hope everybody decided to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I'm going to be working hard on getting back on track with growing this community of open, honest communication. Don't be afraid to be loved today. Don't be afraid to tell people you love that you love them, and don't allow the trauma in your past to determine the decisions you make in the present. You have a Merry Christmas too, James. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Have a good one, friends. Best wishes. Country, I love your face. Thank you for being here. Fare thee well, Cool. Live long and prosper. Very much, Cool. Live long and prosper. You have a blessed day. I'm going to get to doing my thing, and I'm off like a herd of turtles. Catch you guys soon.